Hey everybody, thanks so much for clicking on this video. I know this one is long overdue, but finally I am providing you my Carnival Vista overall review. For those of you all who have not watched the series, my husband and I cruised on Carnival Vista from October 9th through October 16th, and we celebrated our 6th wedding anniversary. Had an amazing time, and we went to Mahogany Bay, Roatan in Honduras, Belize, and Cozumel. So I'm just going to start from the beginning. Hopefully I don't miss anything. Thank goodness if you all watched my Breeze series, we had no issues with our flight leaving late or being canceled for that matter. And our bags did arrive on time. Hotel stay was great with no issues. I always use, well, the past 2 cruises have been through Galveston, so we've used Galveston Express. Have had no issues with the pickup and drop off time, on time, friendly and clean service. For embarkation, we picked the 12 to 1 o'clock time frame. Now, normally I pick the 1 o'clock time frame because by the time you get through, it's about 1:30 and then your rooms are ready. And it gives you the opportunity to go straight to your room to drop all of your stuff. Well, we were in the Facebook group for our sailing, and a lot of people said that there was construction going on the expressway that takes you to Galveston, as well as there was some big festival or something like that going on that weekend, so to be prepared for traffic. So because of that, we ended up doing the 12 to 1 to allow us more time. And you can definitely tell the difference. It was a lot more people in the terminal from 12 to 1 versus waiting until 1 o'clock. It still wasn't bad, but it was way more than what we were accustomed to. We did get to bypass the line a little bit because Jeremy's a veteran. I don't know whether this is something that Carnival does on a regular or the guy was just nice enough because he saw Jeremy's book bag. Jeremy always travels with his camel book bag. He doesn't take it off in the ports. He just takes it on during embarkation and debarkation. But embarkation was smooth. This was the first cruise that we did with requiring the COVID test. Jeremy had the PCR done because that's the only one that his employer does, but they get it back to you very quickly compared to others. And then I had I believe it's called the Rapid ID Now test, which is I got mine through Walgreens. So with that one, it was through the drive-through, and they watched you self-administer your own test, which I was very appreciative of because the last time, believe it or not, the last time I had a COVID test was when I was in labor with Janelle. This was like right before the world shut down, and they were still starting to ask those screening questions. And at the time when I was giving birth to Janelle, I had a cold. So I told them, yeah, I got a runny nose and I got a cough. And they were like, oh, no, we got to test you. That's a whole nother story. But yeah, this is the first one I've had since then, and I was glad that I was able to administer it myself versus them going all up and seeking your soul with that swab. But it was smooth. They asked you for your vaccine card, asked you for your ID, your boarding pass, and to show your proof that you had a negative test, and then you went about your way. If you had the passport, you did the facial recognition, which was very quick and easy, and we were on very quickly. Let's see. Nothing had changed really between the Breeze and the Vista so far as like protocols or anything like that. I will say, I don't know whether because it was more people, you could really tell that they were really enforcing the mask wearing in certain places like the casino. The dealers were like, nope, you got to put a mask on. When you went into the theater, I forget the proper name for it on Vista, but they were sitting there with masks. Like, nope, got to put a mask on, got to put a mask on. So I did appreciate that. The Vista is a very nice ship. This is the largest ship that we have been on so far. Two drawbacks of the layout, which I think a lot of the newer ships have it. I don't like with the older theaters, you had each person had their own individual table, and you were able to put your drink down, or you were able to, if you were playing bingo or anything like that, you were able to use those. There were only a few, like at the very front of the theater, that had that. You either had to put your drink on the floor, or if you were playing bingo, they provided you with clipboards. I didn't really care for that. And it's smaller, so you feel like you're a little more sandwiched in compared to it. But again, new layouts and stuff like that. Never had a problem with getting an elevator. I think the only time that we really waited a super long time was debarkation, which is completely understandable because some of the elevators are shut down, and you got everybody trying to go downstairs at the same time. Another layout that I did not like was I think it was the Limelight Lounge where they did the comedy show. They did not have a bar in there. So I think there was like a small kitchen or somewhere nearby where they were going to prepare your drinks. So if you wanted anything that was off of that set comedy club menu, they didn't want to make it. So I didn't really care for that. I'm used to that bar being right there and they can fix whatever it is you want. But other than that, I really enjoyed the Vista. I don't think there were any drawbacks with regards to it. I was a little hesitant because they did take out the bar in the casino. They did that because I guess they feel that there's a lot of smokers that are in the casino, and I guess they were calling themselves trying to eliminate less smoke in the casino. And in that circle where the bar was, they put more slot machines. So I was worried initially that bar service was going to be very slow in the casino, and it was not. Very fast. Every time you look up, it was a bartender coming around. Bar service, bar service. Might have took them a little while to come back with your drink, but to initially take your order, it did not take long at all. And when you're playing and you're kind of absorbed with, gambling and stuff like that, by the time you blink, they're back. So it's not terrible. Food was good. Nothing changed with regards to the menu or anything like that. What do you call that? Our wait staff was absolutely amazing. Hands down, the best wait staff that we have ever had in the history of cruising. They were very attentive. When they knew that we had the Cheers package, they would make sure to bring us, bottles of water instead of, out of the pitcher. And like I said, just very accommodating, very nice. I'm trying to think what else. We went to 2 specialty restaurants. We did the steakhouse, which is always absolutely amazing. And then we also went to Cucina Del Capitano for dinner. Both were very good taste-wise. Cucina, they have the tables a little close together. So if you want that kind of like private, intimate moment, you kind of sitting next to another group, depending on how crowded it is that night. Like I said, nothing big, but, we ended up having a lot of conversation with the 2 people that were sitting next to us, which is fine. But then I always don't feel super comfortable with vlogging in front of everybody because then they want to, I don't know whether they feel comfortable with being in the vlog and all of that type of stuff. So a small drawback, but nothing I would be like, I hate it. What else? The ports. We went to Mahogany Bay in Honduras. Absolutely amazing. I think it's up there with like I would honestly say number 2. No one can beat Half Moon Cay. I have to get back there. I've only been once, but hands down the best port ever. But I think Mahogany Bay is like a 2. Plenty to do at that port. Even if you don't have an excursion booked, they have the complimentary beach area for the cruisers, and you can walk over there or you can pay for the chairlift. They have the clamshells that you can rent, which covers up 2 beach chairs. The beach chairs are free. The clamshells have a charge. They actually have an excursion that you can, well, technically it's an excursion that you can book on Carnival's website, which includes the chairlift, the clamshell, and water floaties, like the I forget what they call, but it's a whole package on there. But even if you don't want to do that, you can just simply, go there, get the free beach chairs. You can pay a la carte for the clamshell, and then they got food options and drink options and stuff like that. So even if you don't want to go far, it's still an absolutely amazing day and a great port. Belize, I did not care for. Our excursion was canceled. When it was canceled, we just got an email saying, hey, sorry, it's canceled. We're going to send you your money back. When we got on board, they said that the tour operator canceled it. It could be either one, they did not have enough people to, that they wanted to do it, or it could be that the tour operator didn't feel like he could safely operate it because of COVID. So was pretty bummed about that because I was excited. This was the first trip that we actually had excursions planned at every single port. So like I said in the vlogs, we literally got off to say that we got off. We rode the water shuttle, got souvenirs. Jeremy got his hair braided, and we got our passport stamped at the immigration office, and then that was pretty much it. We got back on. Cozumel was amazing as usual. I don't think I've ever had a bad time in Cozumel. We went to Playa Mia. That was our one and only beach day, and we did get rained out for a little bit, but the sun came out, and then we ended up being able to enjoy another hour in addition to what we enjoyed at the beginning when we first got there. I'm trying to think what else. There was no quest on Vista again, and then there wasn't one on the Breeze. So I don't know whether it's up to the cruise director's discretion or what, but we did not have that. But they had everything else. They had trivia, they had love and marriage, they had the new Deal or No Deal that they're doing. They had bingo pretty much every day. Trying to think what else. They had the art shows. Nothing has pretty much changed with regards to entertainment. Trying to think what else. They're still doing the luggage tags and calling zones for you to get off of the ship. Or you can self-debark with all of your luggage. I think I'm gonna start doing that from now on. Well, depending on who's going. Because if it's just the two of us, I'll probably do it because it's nice that you don't have to rush the night before to hurry up and try to put your luggage out. You're not trying to hurry up and carry off all of this loose stuff, from the morning, your clothes that you wore the night before and your toiletries and all of that stuff. So it's nice just to be able to pack all of that before you leave the room. I'm trying to think what else. Drinks were amazing. I didn't feel anything was watered down or anything like that. Yeah, I think that's it. Overall, Vista was really great. I have no complaints whatsoever, like I said, other than the comedy lounge and the actual theater spacing and the bar. But yeah, we had an amazing time. Second time in Galveston. And yeah, great cruise. I've gotten spoiled now. We did a cruise in August, took a break in September. Then we went on another cruise in October. So now it's like, okay, I'm going to take a break in November and go again in December. But my PTO won't let me be great. Got to save up for the next adventure. And then, of course, got to have some for an emergency. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you to everyone who watched the series. I saw so many comments on every single one. Those definitely don't go unnoticed. Yeah, and if you have any other questions or about anything that I didn't mention in the vlog, make sure to comment down below. Thank you so much for tuning into another day of Vlogtober. And until tomorrow. Bye.